Yo, welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet Violet VGC video. I'm your host, Jose Rocks, and today we have another episode of Journey Through VGC. The current format we are in is Regulation G. Y'all ready? Let's get into it. Holy smokes, we are back with another one. So today we have our Mewtwo team. So this is going to be the one we showcase first, because I think it's going to be the hardest one to use, but I'm so itching to use this team and play with it because it just seems so fun, so I just had to go with it first. So Mewtwo, this set is going to be a Water Tera set with Trick Room, Aura Spear, Expanding Force, and Protect. I did initially, when I was building this team, I had Tera Dark Mewtwo with Dark Pulse in order to give me a Calyrex-Ice matchup, but I realized that Mewtwo having Trick Room is a lot more valuable than Dark Pulse, because a lot of situations your opponents think that Mewtwo is Choice Scarf, and being able to go for like Follow Me Trick Room and keep Mewtwo safe while Trick Room is being set up, rather than Mewtwo having to protect and Indeedee get doubled up into, just allows for more safe gameplay. And with Ogrepon, being max defense, max HP, no speed investment, it's able to play on the Trick Room. Urshifu, it is adamant Choice Scarf max speed, but against a lot of faster mons like opposing Landorus, Fluttermanes, Chiyus, and stuff like that, base 100s, is able to underspeed them and play on the Trick Room as well. As well as you have the Tailwind option with Roaring Moon. The Roaring Moon set is pretty standard. There's not too much deviation from how you usually see it, other than our Roaring Moon is max speed, just to outspeed those Fluttermane that are not running max speed, and try to like invest a little bit more bulk that we can get our Tailwind up before they can Icy Wind us or Dazzling Gleam us, right? And so this team is able to function outside of Trick Room and in Trick Room. Mewtwo has just enough speed to outspeed base 100s, like Chiyu, but it cannot outspeed like Landorus or Ogrepon, right? But that's when you would want to play under Trick Room. Even though Mewtwo does have a higher base speed, I needed Mewtwo to have some type of bulk so that they can take some hits. And as you'll see in this video, Mewtwo was able to survive a lot of hits that you expect Mewtwo to go down to, because most people like to play Mewtwo max speed, max special attack. But right, like I said, we chose to forego some of the speed since we have Tailwind and Trick Room on this team in order to give Mewtwo a little bit more bulk and also keep his damage output really high. And Mind Plate, we chose to go with Mind Plate over something like Life Orb, because Mewtwo doesn't need the extra chip coming away from it. It needs all the health it can get. And Landorus is really solid at dealing a lot of damage, and I considered going with like Choice Scarf Landorus, but I did want to have an option to play with Landorus on the Trick Room, and you can't really do that with Choice Scarf. And the damage output that Landorus is able to do when it's moving first is really good with Life Orb. So we decided to keep the Life Orb on Landorus, and I still wanted our Expanding Forces to hit really hard, so that's why I went with the Mind Plate. And the Aura Spear is just to give you coverage into dark types, so you're not just 100% walled by them. So you can still hit Incineroar with it in case you get stuck into like an end game where you need to click that fighting type move. Of course, Urshifu is a great complement to Mewtwo. The things that Mewtwo doesn't like to go against, things like opposing Incineroar, or just opposing dark types in general, Urshifu has a really good matchup into those. Things like Calyrex Shadow, Roaring Moon has a really good matchup into those. Things like Calyrex-Ice, Ogrepon with Water Tera, Landorus, and Urshifu with Taunt, and Indeedee also have a really good matchup into Calyrex-Ice. That's usually like the core that I bring against Calyrex-Ice, because it's very hard for it to deal with, and we kind of just drop Mewtwo against Calyrex-Ice because it really can't do much damage to those teams. But also Indeedee with usually, my Indeedees I like to have Water Tera, but since we already have 3 Water Teras on Mewtwo, Urshifu, and Landorus, I really didn't want to have 4. So we went with Tera Fairy, just in a case we're going up against like a Regidrago or something like that, and we just need to resist like some dragon type attacks. Indeedee has that Tera Fairy, and this also helps boost his damage output with Dazzling Gleam, which also allows you to chip down other dark types, right? And then of course Roaring Ogrepon is going to be pretty standard. So Roaring Moon, Ogrepon, Landorus are really standard sets. They don't really deviate from how you usually see them ran, outside of Landorus being like Water Tera set or something like Poison. And the Urshifu is also pretty standard, but one thing to note that is really huge for this team is Taunt. I cannot understate how good Taunt is on Urshifu. It's able to taunt and stop like a lot of different setups. It stops Whimsicott from going for Encores. It stops Whimsicott from going for Tailwind if they try to be greedy. Same with Eternatus, they try to be greedy and don't go for Tailwind turn 1. You can taunt them, and you can taunt to stop Trick Room. You can taunt to stop like Spores from Amoonguss and Redirection. It's just so good on this Urshifu, and with us running the Psychic Terrain on Indeedee, there's not a real need for us to have Aqua Jet, because you can't click it that often unless you're clicking into something that's levitating or flying. So having the taunt pressure on the Urshifu to like just disrupt a lot of strategies, it just really solid. Also, you can taunt like things like Muck from like Smurgle Muck. If they try to go for like a fake out, you can switch in your Indeedee and taunt the Muck, and then next turn just Surgeon strikes the Smurgle, and Muck is just stuck out on the field. So that's a really cool strategy in case you randomly run into that Muck team that can be pretty hard for Mewtwo to deal with. That's where Urshifu comes in at. So Urshifu's are really, for me, it feels like the MVP of this team outside of, you know, Mewtwo being, wow, I didn't notice that was really loud out there. Outside of Mewtwo just being just the restricted to this team, I really feel like Urshifu's the MVP of this team. But that's going to be it for a team breakdown. There's a runner code up at the top right, as well as a Pokeface down in the description below. Let me know in the comments, guys, what you guys think about Mewtwo. Or do you think that that it's fun to use to try to build a team around it? Do you think that this is the best Mewtwo team that you've seen someone post? If anyone else has even posted Mewtwo content? And let me know also what you guys think I should build around teams going forward as we go into the next regulation. But like I said, there's a runner code up at the top right, as well as a Pokeface down in the description below. Let's get into these battles. Alright, so for our first game, ooh, we got Double Dark over there. I think Roaring Moon and Indeedee Mewtwo is correct here. Roaring Moon Urshifu. Because Mewtwo can actually do some work here if we get the terrain up late. The screens can be kind of annoying, but we brought in Indeedee just in case he tries to cheese with Grimmsnarl. I think I just want to double protect here. Get around the fake out. And then taunt Mungus. And knock off Cineroar. If he hard switches here, then that's kind of punishing us. I think you should be sporing Urshifu though. Alright, we burn a Tera immediately, so that's nice. I'd rather Moon not get burnt here because I actually need this output. So we are gonna waste our booster energy. But on a team like this, I don't think that he's gonna be Choice Scarf Kyogre. So. Oh, we get lucky there. Cause he definitely hard read us. Alright, so if I had to guess, Incineroar should be switching here. I want to Aura Spear that slot and also close combat it. Should be a Rillaboom switch in I want to catch. could have expanding force there too, but I kind of don't want to reveal expanding force just yet. Either way, we're revealing something with Mewtwo. Alright, it's probably gonna be about 40. Yep, just a little bit under. Now, if we can catch Rillaboom staying in here, we'll be in a really good spot because it's risky to switch instant back in. Alright, so we know his last is Kyogre, so Roaring Moon not being burnt and keeping it unintimidated is really solid here. I think we can be in a really good winning position if Rillaboom stays in here. If he switches Rillaboom out here though, then we still got a game to play, but I think he may consider staying in here. Nice. Can we get the KO here? Beautiful. No screens are up. And now we have terrain control. Just another Pollen Puff from the longest, right? It's fine. I think you switch out Amoonguss here into a center roll and protect Kyogre. I'm gonna help in hand Aura Spirit that slot, and then next turn I can expand in force. Nice 2020 Pokevision. Now the only thing is if he's Choice Scarf, then we're in a really bad spot. But if he's not, then it should be okay. This is 2020 Pokevision here. He didn't protect Kyogre. Oh, it's just calm mud. I think Incineroar probably has to come back out. I don't think you can sack Incineroar because you need the Intimidate. Now if he does sack it, props to him, but I think he should switch out again. Oh, he stayed in. Props to him, but we are going to get some damage off on Kyogre here. Oh, he does miss Origin. Okay. Oh, nice. Does that KO Incineroar? Ooh, if that KO's Incineroar, we're in a really good spot. This turn couldn't have went better for us. Let's go. I think you should always click the target into the Mewtwo there. Alright, we got Sash, so I think I can expanding force plus combat. Nah, I don't know if Amoonguss is I don't know if Amoonguss I'm not sure if Amoonguss is Rocky Helmet or not. So I'd rather not click attacking to it. Oh, well, he canceled. Let's go. Mewtwo gets his first win. There you have it, folks. And Mewtwo still did over 50% with expanded force on a +1 special defense Kyogre. Are you guys not entertained? Come on now, this is Mewtwo. We're getting wins high up on the ladder as well. Let's go. Give me a follow for that, or subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Let's go, Mewtwo. For our next Mewtwo victim, we got Eternatus. If we break out a Tera from them, we actually are in a good spot. We can't really, I guess he does. So Rillaboom and Cineroar are a good answer to Mewtwo together. But once they're already on the field and we have terrain up, then Mewtwo's pretty decent into them with protection from Indeedee. So he's probably going to bring Rillaboom because he knows Mewtwo's probably going to try to sweep with psychic type damage. He's going to bring in Cineroar. He should be bringing Torn. He really should want to bring all his mons, right? The Tinkaton resisted Mewtwo, but I think that Landorus can be really solid here. I'm gonna go Landorus Moon because that pressures that Incineroar Rillaboom core. I don't like Ogrepon into Eternatus, so I want to go Mewtwo and Indeedee in the back. Urshifu's also not good into Eternatus. It is good into... Actually, Urshifu's not really good here at all. Except for Incineroar, right? It's not good in Arilla. I had the close combat. His Urshifu can't hit Eternatus or whatever his name is. They did bring Tinkaton, so I would expect Incineroar Rillaboom in the back. Now, I could make a hard read. And if we get this turn right, we may win the game. Tera, Sandsear, switch in Indeedee. This is a Mewtwo team, right? So I gotta go for it. I gotta give myself as much of an advantage as I can at every point. Now, if you fake out into Landorus and don't Tera here, I think you'll be really behind. Okay. Eternatus usually outspeeds Lando, so I don't think he's going for a Tera. I think he thinks the fake out is safe. Even if I was to switch in terrain, like I'm flying right, so he can still fake me out. But we went for the Tera so that we touch the ground and can't be hit by fake out. He didn't go for it. Can we double connect? Alright, just Sludge Wave. We take that. Woo! We double connect. Let's go. Let's go, 2020 Pokevision. Okay. Alright. That's huge. Now if he has Rillaboom and Cineroar on the back, we can switch Roaring Moon back in. And then we'll be able to get around the Grassy Glide from Rillaboom. Alright, there's Rillaboom. There's Incineroar. Nice. I kind of called it. So he had triple fake out plus Eternatus. I would guess it's probably choice specs with how much damage that did. But yeah, now we're in a really good spot. So we protect, switch in Moon. Let's take our time here. Alright, protect, switch in Moon. And now we just get rid of it. Oh, he still does have Tera though. Alright, glide there. Knock off into Moon, but we don't have an item. So we eat that. I think I want to double the Rilla. I think it's more likely that Incineroar Tera's here. So let's see, can we remove one? Oh, I forgot to switch in Indeedee. Duh. How did I forget the play that I was trying to make? Alright. It's all good. We still got Mewtwo here. Oh, my opponent just forfeits. Yeah, he knows it's over. Nice. And this game should be pretty much wrapped up at this point. I was like, did he miss knockoff? But yeah, he pretty much sees that it's over. But we're gonna let Mewtwo get a little bit of shine in here. I don't know if we could pick up the KO from that range. Yeah. Yep, and there we go. Mewtwo survives a knockoff too. That's that investment that we have there. We're gonna let Mewtwo get the KO here. Yeah, that turn 1 was sick for us though. My opponent knew it was over with after that point. Oh, are you ghost tearing here? You want to knock out the Mewtwo, okay. Alright, we'll take it. Props to my opponent for being a chap though. Because he knew I wanted to get the KO with Mewtwo. Yeah, even if he hadn't knocked out his Rillaboom, Roaring Moon was in such a good spot here with Mewtwo coming in with Aura Spear that we was in a good spot. I was going to knock out the Rillaboom the next turn. I totally forgot to switch in my back in my Indeedee. I also figured it was kind of predictable too that I was switching Indeedee, that he would just go for a Wood Hammer, but it still worked out. Yeah, there's always a chance that he misclicked into his own Rillaboom, but I think he knew the game was pretty much over, so he decided to be a Chad and just have some fun. Yeah, that turn 1 was huge though, us getting that read right. And we also had to double connect Sandseer in order to make that happen. But yep, turns out if you give Mewtwo the right teammates, it can disguise itself. It can hide in the back and then come in when you really have it in a good spot and be able to win. Now, if we had Life Orb on Mewtwo, they probably would be able to get that KO on instant from that range, but I do want that Life Orb on the Landorus because we do need all the damage we can get from the other mons so that they make up for Mewtwo. Let's keep going. So he has 3 ground weeks. So Landorus looks really solid here. Just how do we get it positioned? He does have terrain with Miraidon. Would he have White Guard on our Valiant? I kind of just want to pressure him with Indeedee Lando. That doesn't pressure Torn though, so I'm gonna go these Lando and move that back. Of course, I think it's always Urshifu. This is a tough matchup. Everybody we're playing has Wolfies and Cineroar now. This is a tough matchup because the ideal matchup for him to lead is like Lando. Miraidon Eternatus. But if he leads Miraidon on Valiant, okay, this is what we want. you haven't Sunroar, should be coming in here, right? I'm just gonna Helping Hand, and I don't think you're ever gonna tell in here. Try to remove Eternatus and then play with the speed advantage with Roaring Moon. I think it would be Ensign, Iron Hands in the back. Oh, he did put Tailwind. So I could have put Trick on here. And he drifted. That's gonna do chip. To be honest, this expanding force might just pick up both if you're not focused Sash. Oh, let's go. Alright, so my opponent is down and restricted, and I can just follow me Trick Room. There's 3 more turns of Tailwind left. Yeah, with Urshifu in the back, we should, because Indeedee's gonna go down this turn, so I'm just gonna follow me Trick Room. Yeah, and the thing about Indeedee Mewtwo, a lot of people think that the best way to run Mewtwo is like Scarf. So he might have been expecting Scarf Expanding Force and wanted to cover force, so that's why he tailed me. Okay. Now that just makes you weaker into my Urshifu when I can just click close combat. Alright, you take some Rocky Helmet chip, that's fine. Dark Terror on Value makes it a good answer in the Calyrex Shadow. Mewtwo eats up the single target Bleak Wing, and we get Trick Room up. Now Urshifu comes in. Oh, he didn't even bring Moon. Yeah, so Trick Room is absolutely the correct play here. Expanding Force here. If you have Iron Hands to switch it in, so close combat, then it just nice. And then Mewtwo picks up the Eternatus. Now if it's Iron Hands here, I'm just gonna protect Urshifu, Trick Room again. And these are the best games I can ask for with Mewtwo. Let's go. Let's go. Alright, what do we have next? Chaos. It is Iron Hand. So this is what I'm gonna just go ahead and protect Trick Room, reverse it. But you should always target Urshifu here. It should feel like an easy KO. Oh, and he just cancels. Either way, I think we're fine. Even if he targets Mewtwo, we get in Lando. And Iron Hands has a really bad matchup into Lando unless you have Ice Punch. And that's extremely niche. But that could be a way out. He Ice Punch Lando. I would have to probably stall to scout. Because I hadn't Tera yet, right? So I still do have Water Tera. So I can scout the Ice Punch. And then Tera. And then protect again, stall out Trick Room. And then we outspeed it. Then we hit it with an Earth Power. He's always going to focus down Lando from that standpoint. But nice. We got some really good games with Mewtwo on a 3-game streak. Let's keep going. Ryosu here. And he has Terapagos plus Dondozo. Scary stuff. We can get rid of our terrain with Terapagos, right? I think I want to just leave Moon. Ogrepon. Lando and Urshifu. I think Lando and Urshifu are my best bet. I think we leave Mewtwo this game. Mewtwo just like if Terrapagos removes the terrain, then it really doesn't have any high damage into the Dondozo. Mewtwo is good because there's no dark types on my opponent's team. Playing around the Terrapagos Tera kind of stings a little bit. And I think they're bringing my Elite Four, what I like to call the other four on this team, is Scarlet. But we'll see. Maybe we should have brought Mewtwo. This looks like it may be like a choice specs. I'm gonna go Tailwind here and just cudgel. Okay, cudgel once a card. Because if you try to get greedy protecting the Moonblast and you're not focus Sash, then this will put us ahead by a lot. Once the guy sticking around, this does no one any good. So he does go for the straight Tailwind, but he didn't Tera yet. Just keeping his shell on. We still outspeed the Terrapagos even. It's really slow. Alright, so he is Sash on the win. I'm expecting to do like 50. Oh yeah, he's choice specs. Alright, nice to get to know that. Ooh, acrobatics. Actually, we just knock off just in case you want to switch into something. And cudgel you. Yeah, he does switch. He double switch, okay. Alright, well, so we knock off Dondozo's item. Interesting. Okay, so it's a late game Terrapagos. He still has his Tera shell. Choice band Dozo. I wonder, does he click Earthquake here? I want to be able to get another Tailwind up. Is there any reason to tear anything else? I think Tera and Urshifu could be good here, so I'm not gonna tear it. Ooh, almost timed out. Oh, he goes for a Tera. So no Tera on Terrapagos? Yeah, it's Earthquake. But now you're weak to Urshifu Surging Strikes. This is an interesting Dozo. I've never seen it. Well, since like Series 1, I would say. I knew he was gonna go for Earthquake though. should have went for Tera on Roaring Moon. I still need the Tailwind up, honestly. But those are outspeeds us here. We'd be in a really bad spot. I'm hoping that we outspeed. It outsped my Ogrepon though. If we get outsped, I think we just lose. But yep. It's max speed those are. Yeah, I should have Tera the Roaring Moon. I wanted to go for it too. Because I knew that this choice band you gotta be running like something like Earthquake, right? Yeah, and we needed the to be able to stall out Tailwind. Because I could have Terra'd and then double protected this turn and then got my Tailwind back up. Because now Tera Pagos outspeeds us with Whimsicott card. This is well played. Yeah, I don't think Mewtwo would have made a difference here. This is a really cool team though, man. Choice Band Dondozo, haven't seen that in a minute. I know I needed a Tera Roaring Moon, and I was debating going for it because I didn't want him to be able to deal damage to both of my mons. That's how you weaken Dondozo's effectiveness when they can't target two of the mons at once with Earthquake. Well, he doesn't have Tera on Tera Pagos, so wait. He has to target one slot at a time. So let's not give up yet. What's the test you're going for here? Oh, it's pulse, okay. Double okay. I can see a win con here. A double protect on Urshifu. Double detect, I should say, and another double connect. All right, but we're gonna get it. I think I gotta get a double protect on Torn, right, to start out Tailwind. Whew. We do double connect, sense. Wait, if I get a double protect, I can still win this. Oh, that's a crit. If we had Tailwind on Roaring Moon, we would have won this game. Yeah, I needed to Tera that slot. And also, had we got a double protect on Urshifu just then, we would have been in a really good spot right now. Alright, it's another opportunity to get a double protect, and we just got to KO Earth Power, right? Alright, well played by my opponent. We played towards our outs. This is a really cool team by my opponent. There's no shame in losing to that. But I do see the win con with Roaring Moon. The one game that we didn't bring Mewtwo, we finally take a loss with it. I felt like I brought the right monster, but let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you think that Mewtwo could have changed that game or not? Nice. Good. Let's keep going. And Chi-Yu. Koraidon, Fergraph, Raging Bolt, Flutter, Chi-Yu, and This team is really scary. Because the Chi-Yu Flutter lead is really strong into Roaring Moon. Icy Wind plus Heat Wave. Kind of cooks. Yeah, if he leaves Chi Flutter, Mewtwo Indeedee sucks against that. I think Mewtwo Indeedee is my best lead though. One more Lando. Tailwind in the back. Once we get rid of Flutter, it could be solid for us. It's just a Chi-Yu, man. Oh, well, I already have my 4 selected. Okay. Yeah, this team really made me think about the leads. You probably know that's Life Orb Koraidon too, so it's they're transitioning towards Life Orb after Wolfie just won EUIC. So this lead really does a lot of work to Roaring Moon, so we're in a decent spot right now. With Water Tera, I may be able to get a double KO here. If he targets Indeedee. Let's go for it. It's Mewtwo. Risk it for the biscuit. Now, if he goes for Dazzle plus Flare Blitz into Mewtwo, that's strong, but I think you should respect Indeedee's Trick Room here. And I've seen a couple of he has Flame Charge, right? So it's supposed to be close combat. But I don't think he's close combat Mewtwo. I should have probably followed me, but let's see. We're going for broke here. It is Icy Wind, so that's no damage. He's expecting a Choice Scarf. And it's just Flame Charge, so we can, ain't targeting Indeedee. This is just a KO, and we can follow the trick on him. If he's not Sash on Flutter, this should be a double KO. Let's go, Mewtwo. What? Let's go. That is beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. The only thing we're worried about now is Chi-Yu. But now Roaring Moon has the speed advantage. Fear and Blitz, okay. And Chi-Yu. Okay. I don't think we need to set up Trick Room here. I think Roaring Moon coming in and Tailwind is good here. And then he already Tera, so we're Sincere Storm away from winning. And there's no need to hard switch and lose anything here. Even though Roaring Moon probably could theoretically switch in here for Mewtwo. Raging Bolt is the bigger threat here, so we want to click Expanding Force here. Actually, I don't think you go for Thunderbolt here. I think you target Roaring Moon. And Heat Wave is not gonna KO Mewtwo. I want to see if I can get off 2 Expanding Forces here. Oh, we're still faster than Raging Bolt. Ooh, beautiful. Oh, he did target that slot, so that was a free tailwind. That didn't look like Assault Vest to me either. So I think he can protect if he wants. I'm surprised he didn't go after the Roaring Moon. Alright, click Sandsear here. We're just literally hitting Sandsears away from winning the game. And this is just in case Chi used Choice Scarf. Ah, we do miss one. Okay, but I don't think Chi can beat Roaring Moon. Oh, we survived. Okay. Woo. Alright, does Chi have Protect? I think you're choice locked. And you just chose lock in the Heat Wave? Yeah, he's choice locked. Ooh, Acrobatics does no damage. Wow. Missing Sandsear is actually huge. I think we should have just targeted the Chi-Yu with Earth Power. But we still able to get that win. Ooh, that was a little bit closer than I would have liked. Acrobatics literally did no damage. Yeah, the turn that I protected Roaring Moon, I could have just went for Tailwind. That way Roaring Moon would have been able to knock off into Raging Bolt, and then Earth Power would have been more safe, right? But I was trying to cover for him just getting a double KO, because what he could have did was Heat Wave plus, well actually, I don't think Heat Wave would have been enough to knock out Mewtwo, right? So I think we were wrong to protect him, because he always had to double Mewtwo to get a KO. So I think that I was covering for him going for Heat Wave plus Dragon Pulse and KO and Roaring Moon and Mewtwo in the same turn, but I don't think Heat Wave's ever going to get the KO there without the double up. Yep, so we played that a little bit suboptimal at the end, but we were still able to get the win because we had a big lead from early on. But let's keep going. We got our final Mewtwo match here, and we got Calyrex-Ice with Incineroar, our Nemesis, Iron Hands, Ogrepon, Rock, Urshifu, and Friggraph. So Lando is usually good into these teams. Lando Ursh. Indeedee switch in is nice. I think we don't bring Mewtwo for the last game. It's really bad in the Calyrex-Ice if I Tera Lando. So we're gonna bring this slot because outside of Trick Room, Ogrepon is threatening Calyrex. I think Calyrex is always attacking here, so let's taunt the Friggraph. Shutting down Trick Room is really good for us too. So it should be just Trick Room Glacial. Try to get the most value out of Calyrex attacking while Trick Room is being set up. I think Taunt is so good on this Urshifu set. Now, you Tera into something like fire or grass, and Psychic? Are you Zen headbutting me? Oh, that did 50%. Nice. What? Tera Blast Psychic. I've never seen that. That's the first for me. And my opponent is ranked 300, so like 321. So that's really crazy to see that high on the ladder. I think you gotta switch for a graph here, so my Earth Power here. Surgeon Strikes this slot. I think Surgeon Strikes should get the KO there. If anything, I think it's a Centaur coming in. I want to catch something on the switch. Yeah. 2020 Pokevision, can we get that down in the comments? If you protect Calyrex too, this might just be over. I think we should get the KO here. Oh, he double switched, even better. What we got? Iron Hand, okay. So my opponent has double fake out next turn, but we have Indeedee. Don't be Rocky Helmet. Okay. We got Indeedee, so I can switch it in and just taunt again. Nice. And Centaur's down. We had Mewtwo that was kind of clear. Well, he has double psychic type, so he really brought like he has a dark type and double psychic type, so he's all in on countering my Mewtwo, right? We're not doing much with Aura Spear here. So I'm gonna switch in Indeedee and taunt because we can't let Trick go up here. And if you fake out too, then we're in a really good spot. Nice. 2020 Pokevision, and now we taunt you again. There's no trick on for you, sir. Nice. And now we helping hand Surgeon Strikes for a graph. Just get that in range of being KO'd so that he has no opportunities to get up trick on. And you switch in Calyrex-Ice, then you're in a bad spot. And I kind of want Urshifu to go down here just to get Lando back in. Nice, he's not rocking helmet. Oh, this is such good damage. Oh, that's just a KO. Let's go. And if you didn't target Indeedee here, we're in a good spot. Oh, you did target Indeedee. Okay, you do get some healing, but you take Rocky Helmet Chip, so that kind of brings you right back down. And now I just got Helping Hand Surgeon Strikes, and I know that'll KO Calyrex-Ice. We just shut this team down with Taunt Urshifu. This is why you should run Taunt Urshifu. And a lot of people say, well, you're Sash, why not have Aqua Jet? Well, you have Indeedee on this team because it's a Mewtwo team. So it makes sense to not have Aqua Jet because you can't really click it that often unless they're like a flying type or levitate. So why not just have Taunt? And you see like how, you know, strong it can be into like these type of teams. And our opponent cancel. Let's go. This team is so good. Like I said, you could literally just swap Mewtwo out with any restricted and still find success with this team because the core 4, Elite 4 is so strong. But the fact that it was able to put Mewtwo on it, and Mewtwo came to a lot of the games and got us wins, like really early on in games, is just really huge. So this is a really cool team, and I'm happy I got to showcase it. But that's going to be it for our battles with this team. Let's go ahead and get into a final review.